So, were you there at the funeral when the ghost shadow shot up the funeral? Like the famous 200 bullets were shot?
Yeah, yeah, I was there.
What was that
But
experience like?
uh, it was crazy because we had direct orders not to bring no guns because the police is gonna be there. Police is gonna follow us when we march around Chinatown or whatever, and the nobody bring no guns because we didn't know if they was gonna come search us or whatever. Because we had signs walking, parading around Chinatown. We are BTK. Yo, it's like a direct disrespect to all the other like hip sing on learn all the older people that call shots. Like it was more like blatantly telling them, "Yo, fuck you." But we had police escort. They escorted us all the way to Hollow Tunnel, and after we got in the Hollow Tunnel, they didn't follow us because it's out of their jurisdiction. But when we came out the Hollow Tunnel, the New Jersey police was there to escort us to the cemetery. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So we was told not to bring no guns. Only one person in BTK fired back. And I was there. I witnessed it. I'm not gonna say his name. He didn't hit nobody. He didn't hit nobody. I think he hit a fucking tombstone and it ricocheted, and one of the rocks scratched somebody from the ricochet, but nobody got hit. But that whole incident is so fishy. Like I have so many theories about that day. Uh, there's no way you can miss. They opened fire right there, 6 feet away in front of the casket where everybody was there. But not one single member gets hit. Not one single BCK member get hit. What, they firing blanks? Come on now.
Wow. So
And,
nobody
and
got
then
hit.
nobody got hit. Nobody got hit. Check the history, check the records. Nobody got hit. The only person that got hit, like I said, was the ricochet off of somebody from outside that shot back. And not only did nobody get hit, like they had news cameras. They had news cameras. They had Fed cameras looking down at the whole thing. You had police escort. How come nobody got arrested for that? Who
Wow.
got arrested for that? Look it up in the archives. Who got arrested for that shooting? How the fuck nobody got caught with helicopters and police escort? Like, was it staged? What happened? I don't know.
Were the cops involved?
I don't know. I don't think the cops was involved, but they're not gonna pursue nothing if nobody gets hurt. Like, I don't know. How come nobody got shot? Why? Inquiring minds want to know.
Right. How long after that incident do you leave BTK?
Probably that summer. Probably that summer.
Got you.
Yeah. Because
It was
after that,
just time?
the glue, one, there was a language barrier where I didn't fully understand everything. Now I'm a little bit older. I'm not 11 years old no more. I've been
Mhm.
there for a couple of years. I'm a little bit older now. I'm not as young-minded. I'm like, man, I could do way better than this, you know? And we're just a street gang. We're not even really making no money. Like every time we needed money, we had to break into somebody's house to get money. We had to shoplift at the supermarket for food. Like it wasn't organized like that. Especially after Amigo died, he was like the glue that held everybody together. Once he was gone, everybody was leaving. Because who wants to follow a dude that sells counterfeit watches on Canal Street? Like that's my uncle. You know, like you're not a gangster. You like on the same level as my uncle and my dad. Y'all work in restaurants. Y'all like, no.
How do you think that David Ty became like got to where he was to have that kind of power over everyone if he wasn't respected to that level?
Selling fake promises, selling fake dreams, having the right people by his side. His closest people influences the masses.
Mm, got you.
Ask any ex-PTK member. Ask them. They'll tell you the truth. Amigo was the glue that held everybody together.
So to go back a little bit, in 1988 or around there, right? BTK, they got so mad about the seizure of fireworks and they end up bombing a police van. Do
Yeah, I had
you
nothing to do with that. I don't remember it because, it's, like I said, that my whole BTK stage was like I was in a feud, you know?
right?
So,
But like that really caused a lot of issues in Chinatown after the fact though, right? Like that people started to really crack down after that.
yeah. But you know what? unless a person was directly involved in the story, in the event, nobody really knows what happened, why that happened, or whatever. All this stuff came out. All this stuff came out because one of the BTK members, I forgot his name. Was this Sonny? I think it was Sonny. Was Sonny the rat in Green Dragon, or he was the rat in BTK? Anyway, one of the guys, Timmy, that was his name, Timmy, whatever the fuck his name is. Everything they got was from his testimony at court. He turned informant. Once you turn informant, you're protecting yourself. The stories you might tell may not be true. You might need to fluff up the story, or at least fabricate the story some more so you're useful to the government to be a fucking rat. You think what I'm saying? So
Got you.
whatever you read in the book, some may be true, some may not be true. Whatever you see in the movie, some may be true or some may not be true. You're getting all this testimony from somebody that was trying to save their own ass from going to prison. So, how much validity can you put in these books and stories? How many? Like Peter's book, Peter's book is completely different. He wrote it after he did his time. So he didn't have to worry about putting the truth out there. But for somebody that wrote a book or told a book or told somebody to write a book based on their court testimonies, they only telling these stories to save their own ass. So, I don't put too much validity in those books unless there was somebody that was there or whatever. And they could like say, oh, this is exactly why it happened. Yeah, we bombed this police van because of this. And I was involved in it. Then I could take validity to it. Whatever story that Tins gave the DA or gave the author of that book, I can't put too much validity in it. I can't trust somebody that would be a rat,
Hmm.
you know?
So when you started experimenting with substances at such a young age, like 11 years old, right?
Yeah.
Why did you choose to? I mean, like at that age, it's like kind of wild. I mean, like weed, one thing, but like to like the level of dust and like and coke and stuff like that. Like, what enticed you about that?
Oh, if you ever did those drugs, you'll know it makes you feel good. But no, that's not. Everybody was doing it. You succumb to peer pressure. Like the same gang member you sleeping on the mattress on the floor next to, that you both would give your own life to protect. If he's smoking dust and you go, yeah, you're gonna smoke it too. Birds of a feather flock together. You're not gonna have too many designated drivers in the crew at that age anyway.
How do you think that impacted your judgment and development and decision making at that time?
Oh, it impacted a lot. Impacted a lot. It made me see things through a different lens. Like my vision was clouded. I what I thought I witnessed as reality was actually not a reality. I thought I was gonna gang bang for the rest of my life, and I loved it. You know, I didn't have no sex. I didn't know the difference between right or wrong. Not right, not so much right or wrong. Like I didn't give no value to life, human life. Because you see in the movies, John Wayne killed like 50 Native Americans and he's a hero in the movie. Like this is the stuff that you grow up with. You watch these gangster movies and you see Scarface shooting up the whole crowd. How many people did Scarface kill?
Right, right.
In the movie. So you grow up with these images, and the people that are supposed to protect you, your big brothers, they prey on that. They use that to manipulate you. They show you these movies. Yo, look how cool that guy is. Yo, he just shot like 20 dudes. I mean, let's do the statistics. How many people you think died after Menace to Society came out? Old Dog was a motherfucking man. I was locked up when that movie came out, and I wanted to be Old Dog, and I'm not even black. You know what I'm saying? So the power to influence minds is crazy. The images or whatever, So you're being fed this in the apartment. In the apartment, the TV is on, but always about gangster movies or whatever. It's all part of the psychological grooming to make you grow numb to human life. I mean,
Right, and
how
you're
important is it?
very impressionable at that
And
age.
at that age, you're very impressionable. Like, come on, every hero in the movie, you know?
Definitely. So it gave you like a false sense of reality in a way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're drinking, you're high. Like I said, Your brain is not even fully developed yet. And you over here introducing other shit to your brain to make your brain not see what it's supposed to see. It's just a recipe for disaster.